There is nothing children with PKU can't do. There is nothing that they can't achieve. We expect our children to go out there and achieve every single dream that they want to do. They should do very well. I'm Anita MacDonald. I'm a metabolic dietitian. I work at Birmingham Children's Hospital, and I've worked with children with PKU now for many, many years. PKU is a very rare inherited metabolic disorder. Children with PKU are unable to break down part of protein, an amino acid called phenylalanine. Phenylalanine is a building block of protein. The reason why children can't break down phenylalanine is because they lack or don't have enough of an enzyme called phenylalanine hydroxylase. As a consequence of this enzyme deficiency, phenylalanine builds up in the blood. It then spills over into the brain, and without treatment, it will cause brain damage. PKU is a very rare condition. It affects about 1 in 10,000 of the population. When parents first receive the diagnosis of PKU, they're just often in shock. They're in grief. They thought they had a completely healthy child, and then they find they haven't got that.
Hi, my name is Robin, and my daughter is Evelyn, and she's 2 years old, and she has PKU. The initial call was terrifying. To get a call from the Birmingham Genetics Testing Department to say that something has come back from the heel prick test, you just don't even know what to expect. You don't know what that means. You don't know what condition it is. And your stomach drops and the whole world is crashing down around you.
Hi, I'm Jake. When Evelyn got diagnosed, it was, I guess, scary in a way. You're going into the unknown. You've got this kind of 9-day-old baby, and you're off to hospital to find out what PKU is.
They told us not to Google it, and they are so right in saying that. As Dr. Google does, it tells you all the worst information. It makes you panic more.
The family are asked to come to the hospital the very same day. Some parents find it helpful if they bring their own parents with them to listen to the diagnosis.
We met by a dietitian, Anita, and the rest of the metabolic team.
It's quite a small team. It would consist of the doctor, a nurse, the dietitian, and often dietitians are very consistent people within the team.
Your metabolic team are going to become like an extension of your family.
They sat us down and basically drew a plan out and explained what it is, what to do, how we kind of go from here on in.
We would do a repeat blood test, and that is just to confirm the diagnosis of PKU. We would also do a blood test to eliminate a very rare form of PKU, something called a BH4 deficiency. That is done on the same day. The traditional treatment for PKU is a protein-restricted diet. This means avoiding very high protein foods such as meat and fish. Most of the protein is replaced by a special protein substitute that children take every day.
They introduced us to our special PKU formula. We made up a bottle for Evelyn during the appointment and gave her first bottle with the metabolic team there as well. They were super reassuring and went through everything with us and told us that they would be in constant contact with us over the next few weeks.
If you're ever in doubt of anything, all of the team there are on the end of a phone. You can kind of pick them up. Any queries or problems, they're always there to help.
They were brilliant.
Phenylalanine, the amino acid, is found in all foods that contain protein. So children with PKU are unable to eat meat, fish, eggs, cheese. Things like bread, flour and pasta are replaced by special low-protein bread and flours that they get on prescription from the GP. Phenylalanine is essential for the body, so children can have a small amount of phenylalanine every day, but it's in small quantities of foods like breakfast cereals and potatoes and vegetables like peas.
When we came away from our appointment at the hospital, we were given a whole folder full of resources. We had an introduction to PKU, we had patient organisation resources, we had a whole wealth of literature which we were able to us read and then pass on to our family as well. My mum found books online. So there was a book about Sheila Jones, who was the first person to be treated with PKU, a really inspirational story. Those resources really helped for us and also to share them with family as well. We were quite lucky that our family were quite proactive in doing their own research.
There is an awful lot of information out there on PKU. We would invite family members to attend our regular teaching days where they can attend events, taste all the special foods available. We just encourage them to throw themselves into it and learn as much as they can.
So Evelyn's 2 now. She is wild. She loves anything messy, painting, drawing, being outside, and she loves her food as well, which is great. And it was something that we weren't sure whether she would be a foodie. At the moment, Evelyn doesn't understand too much about PKU because she's only 2. But we have tried to start incorporating some level of education with her. We want her to understand that she has to have her protein substitute to help her grow. She has to have a low protein diet to make her brain healthy. She loves curries. She loves avocado. Avocado is probably one of her favorite foods. Sliced black olives and gherkins. Yeah, bizarre. Quite an adventurous eater, really.
From that initial call to now, my outlook on PKU has changed massively. 2 years in, now you understand that it's just a dietary requirement, essentially, you know. So looking back, I tell myself that you just trust your metabolics team, believe in the process, and that everything will be fine.
We would expect a child with PKU to have a very normal life. There is nothing children with PKU can't do. We would want them to go to nursery at the same age as any other children, to attend a regular school, to go to after-school clubs. There is nothing that they can't do. There is nothing that they can't achieve. They should really have a great quality of life and achieve anything that they want to be in life.